It's Madden NFL 24, and we'll see Brandon Ayuk. He's one of the league's best, currently third in the
The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The Commanders set to go to work on offense, and they've handed the controls to this man in his second NFL season, former Tar Heel Sam Howell.
And he left North Carolina with most of his school's records, and at one point was thought to be maybe the #1 quarterback in his draft class. He does bring deceptive athleticism and plenty of upside to the table. Add some consistency, and maybe he can really unlock what he can be in the NFL.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Check in on the numbers last week for Robinson. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Howell. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And it's taken in at the 9. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Howell. Slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for Washington. 47 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And what they do know is that they'll be playing at home come January, at least for one game, as they have locked up the NFC West.
And everyone wants that top spot, partner. We know that because that guarantees you home field advantage throughout the playoffs. But whether or not that's in the cards or not, you have to be impressed with how this team has played.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 14 carries, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's Purdy. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. The Commanders' defense holds, and that'll bring up fourth down. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. There's Terry McLaurin, such an exciting pass catcher as this offense comes out for their next drive.
He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line. Powell. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Good defensive call right there, because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired, and if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Back to throw, Purdy.
And got his man complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
On first down, Purdy.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
Purdy now to throw.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure to give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. And the Washington offense heading out. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a 1st down Washington on a pickup of 18.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Fedarian Mathis bringing him down. 2nd and 9.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Howell now to throw it.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. Throw over the middle. Going to be caught here by Mo Alley-Cox. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And Howell will throw it. Here's a screen for Robinson.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Back to throw, Howell.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's Howell with another throw.
Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. He will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Lutz is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stock troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
First possession of the second half now for Washington. Now, this game has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 3rd and 12. Now Howell. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Second down, here's Purdy to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Purdy looking to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Purdy. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, it bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation instead. Tried to get it all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give them the yardage they needed.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Second down throw for Howell. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded just inside the 20. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And this one is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's Howell. To the sideline and incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 14. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Help me out here. Game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. As the Commanders make their way out on offense, let's take a peek at the playoff picture in the NFC. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Howell. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Now 2nd and 9. Now it's the backup Darnold. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. To throw is Darnold. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Slot man moves right. Now Darnold going to take it and just bat this one forward to his wideout.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. Back to throw, Darnold. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. And he is going to have a Niners first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. That's into the hands of Chosen. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Second down, goal to go. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Niners put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They go with McCaffrey. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. So here we go now with Howell and the Commanders. Trailing 17-10, a minute 56 to go. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
And now it's Washington's turn. Trailing in this one now. A little over a minute and a half remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Now Howell. Into the hands of Pringle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Howell to throw. And Dotson, he's got it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. Here's Howell. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think...
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Wants to try to end the PAT. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So the victory here for San Francisco, and we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins.